Alright. Hello everybody. Today we're going to be doing tier lists of New Zealand comedians. And you know, who better to rank New Zealand comedians than the winner of the 2020 and 2019 funniest Kiwi of the Year award, me. So let's get straight into it. So you may see a few familiar faces, you may not. You know, if you don't, I'm gonna give a short description of the little comedian, and just say what they've been in, and we'll see how it goes. So let's just get the obvious out of the way. Guy Williams, straight into fucking F tier. Shut the fuck up. If you disagree with me, shut up. He's just don't even argue with me. Just Guy Williams, don't even argue with me. Now, you know what? Rhys Darby's here. So Rhys Darby is my personal favorite comedian, right? No, okay. Ignore this, by the way. To do it on the official website, you have to Photoshop everything to be in a perfect square. I don't really want to do that, so we're doing it scuffed. Rhys Darby, my favorite comedian, all-time favorite comedian. For me personally, he's just going an S tier. You should just go watch his YouTube videos. Just go Rhys Darby. That's me typing. Rhys Darby comedy show. Helicopter noises. Whew. Gets me fucking grinding. Oh, by the way, Guy Williams is in Jono and Ben. He has his own show with If You're Married to the Mob. Is that show? Yeah. Who should we do next? Fuck. Oh, the choices. We're gonna do Madeleine. I think that's how you pronounce her name, Madeleine. I see her. I've only ever seen her doing live performances, and the Friday, the end of the week, Friday. You know the show. This guy hosts it. This guy right here, he hosts it. I've only seen her. Now, I see her as usually she adds on as a comedian, right? She's like this guy, right? He'll say something pretty funny, fuck, why did the chicken cross the road? And he'll be like, the New Zealand government is being not nice to the Māori population. And then she'll be like, too right, and then people will laugh at that. I don't really like those types of comedians, it's just not my forte. If you do, fair enough. For me personally, I think she can hold her own. Obviously, because she has her own she goes on to, obviously she can hold her own as a comedian. Yeah, I think D is deserving. Get your fucking fat face. Next up, the Pack and Save guy. You may be thinking, it's just a voice or something. I've laughed. The ad that I've laughed most. Fuck you. The ad that I've laughed most at, mate. Fucking Pack and Save, right? He's like $5 deal. Fuck. No, he's B tier. He's just so good. It's just, I know it's not him coming up with the ideas, but the delivery, it's perfect, superb. That's why he's on B, because he's not coming up. Yeah, fuck you. Next up, we have the Heller's Sausages guy. The guy who always comes up on the ads and he's like, try Heller's Sausage. And he's, I don't know. He's, I haven't seen him on anything else. He probably has been, because I googled New Zealand comedians, and I didn't expect to see his fucking bold little face up there, but I did. So you know what? His ads make me laugh sometimes. Not as good as Pack and Save. I think he deserves to go down here with Madeleine. I think his name is hold on, let me just look at my cheat list here. Lee Hard. Nice, Lee Hard. Rose Matafeo. All-time favorite female comedian, I think. I can't think of any others. She's been on Taskmaster. I'm pretty sure she's been on the Friday week, the end of the week show. The one with this guy. He's hosting it. She's, she just makes fun of herself, and she doesn't mind doing that. And it's just good. She just is a Kiwi. That's just it. She's just a Kiwi, and it's just beautiful. Honestly, A tier. Gorgeous. A tier. Gorgeous. Di Henwood. Now, if I did this tier list, 3-4 years ago, Di Headwood would be pretty high up there, you know. But with fucking Family Feud, which is the most unfunny motherfucking show I've ever seen in my life, it's just, it's just not good. Di, like, you just, I respect it, mate. You gotta get up in the world, you know, becoming the host of, I was about to say who like, you know what, I don't give a fuck. Di Headwood, you're a shit comedian nowadays, unless you're on the End of the Week show. I need to Google the name of that show. You know, I'm putting you in C tier. You're pretty, you know what? No, fuck you. You're going in D tier, and you're going up to C tier. You know, I'm changing things. Stop me, you fucking. Jermaine Clement. I've seen him do live shows, and I've also seen him on Flight of the Conchords, an amazing, not Kiwi show, but it does. The main characters are both two Kiwis, both here. This guy right here, and this guy right here. It's about two musicians trying to make it in the world, and they're just fucking awful, and it's hilarious. Every time he came up on the show, it was either great acting or great comedy. He was a great comedian, one of the legends, one of the living legends. I've also seen him in a bunch of movies. Can't say he's as good in the movies, but he still is peak because he's so good. I think he deserves to be up here with Rose Metafeo. You know, I think he deserves that. Next up, we have Ben Hurley, right? I've seen this guy do live shows. I've seen him be on the fuck's sakes, the week Friday show. Fuck, what is that show called? Doesn't matter. I've seen mostly his comedy is making fun of others, and you know what? I respect that. You know, that takes a lot of balls because, you know, if you fuck up, it's you that's just gonna get like fucking roasted, you know, you fucking fat piece of shit with a stupid beard and your stupid suit, you stupid hair, get a haircut, you stupid. Alright, so this guy, I think he deserves to be with the Pack and Safe guy. I think it's well deserved. Next up, we have the fuck's this guy now? Jeremy Corbyn, I think his name is. He runs the End of the Week show. He's you know what? He doesn't get to show his full potential. Everything he says, you can just tell is scripted. That's not to say it's not funny, but everything he says is most likely scripted. That doesn't make sense. Everything he says, most thing he says, scripted, right? Now, I haven't seen this guy. Actually, that's a lie. I have. You know what? So scuffed. You know what? This guy is pretty funny. You know, he's pretty funny. I think he can hold him own. I think he's similar to this guy. He makes fun of other people quite a lot. Maybe that's just because he makes fun of people a lot on the week show. Now I'm gonna put him down to A just because of his popularity in New Zealand. Right? Everyone knows this guy. You know, you see his face. He's just like a friendly dad. He's just a neighbor. He's just a friendly neighbor. That's how I see him. What are we gonna do next? The guy with the glasses. The guy on More FM, The Edge. I don't care. Man, I can't say I know much about this guy. I'll be honest. You know, he's got funny glasses. He's got a nice hair. He wears cool shirts. I remember that. He's always on the Friday night show, the end of the week, the Friday week show. Oh, I can't say I know much about him, to be honest. But going off what I know, he's a supporting comedian. But he also you know gets his shine. He gets his occasional light in the darkness of unfunniness. But I can't say I know much about him. I know he is legendary with like people who love comedy over the age of 74. For that reason, he's gonna go with the Hello Sausage guy. I'm thinking putting him down, but nah, Hello Sausage is pretty good. Next up, we have this guy. Right now, again, it's similar with this fucking retard. Yeah, he's a good guy, but the project, right? I'm not a fan of the I'm not a fan of the project. I just don't like the show. It's just not my type of show. That's just it. And I think he's just not funny in the project. I think he's way funnier in the New Zealand End of the Week Friday show. I think he's way funnier there. So you know what? Just because you're on my least favorite New Zealand show. You're going down with die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, I'm putting this person up. You know, stop me. You literally can't. I'm a voice on a computer. This guy, I have only ever seen play music and in Flight of the Conchords. In Flight of the Conchords, he is amazing. Not quite as good as Jermaine Clement, but he is still amazing. I don't know much about him outside of Flight of the Conchords and that one like comedy musical thing he did, I don't know, back in like 2013. It's pretty funny. I laughed a few times. He's pretty funny. He's pretty goddamn funny. I'm gonna put him up in B tier. He's he can stay in B tier. That's fine. No, I've left these two for a reason, and that's because I hate Jono and Ben. Not the people, the show. Although I do hate Jono and Ben, the people. I don't know anything about them. I don't watch the Jono and Ben show. I watched it one time and I did not enjoy myself whatsoever. You know, maybe it was this guy. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Maybe it was because of this guy here. You know, we're not even going to speak his name. But you know, I used to listen to The Edge a lot, so I'm going to make an assumption off of what I heard on The Edge. I presume it's not similar because, you know, what you can say on radio is very limited compared to what you can say on national television. I don't actually know if that's true. I'm just making shit up. So Jono scares me. I feel like his life was like an inch away from becoming like a Nazi, and that scares me. Like a funny Nazi. He's a funny Nazi. But he's not a Nazi, just to be clear. He's not a Nazi, but he's a funny Nazi. You know, I'm not a fan of his humor personally. Personally, I'm not a fan of his humor. It's very like basic. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know how to say it. It's just not good. Like, it's just not my type of humor. I think it's a humor for like people over 45. Maybe you'd enjoy it. I don't know. Maybe people under 12. I don't know. He goes there. Now Ben Boyce, right? He's special because I remember I watched a show of him doing something when Jono was away and Ben was there, and he did really well by himself. I remember I laughed at that a couple times. You know, this was like years ago, and I'm just going off like fucking like brain fumes at the moment. For that reason, he's going next to Jono because I just don't like them personally. Not my type of humor. Yeah, you know what? There's my list for New Zealand comedians. No, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Only Reece Darby at S. That's because Reece Darby's like a literal god, so like you can't really compare to Reece Darby. I'm pretty. You know, I'm gonna swap those two around. You know, do a little bit of swapping now. Sorry, Ben, you get put behind the pack and save guy. This has been mr.cardno. I've been working. So last night I was up until I think 3 a.m. to 5:50 a.m. working on a YouTube video for my 39 subscribers. So, you know, doing well. That's why I had to like go into the nurse and say, "Yo, I'm like dying of tiredness. Can I go home?" And they had to call my mutter and everything. So that video is probably either going to be coming out tomorrow or the day after that. It's going to be a premiere. Get ready for that, guys. Oh my god. Yeah, guys. I hope you agree with my tier list. If not, don't leave a comment because I don't actually care. I don't care. Unless it's about Reece Darby and you're agreeing with me. Other than that, don't care. Smell you later, Kiwis. Kiwi Nation. See ya.